agents like us
who didn't get an opportunity to invest in a franchise early,
who are spending time and money to sell homes,
building someone else's saleable asset.
How do we grow a business but still build wealth?
Have an exit strategy,
and get a piece of the pie that's not dependent
on us working more hours and every weekend?
That is the question, and this podcast will give you the answer.
My name is Jay Kinder.
My name is Al Stasek.
And I'm Michael Reese. We are your hosts, and welcome to the One Big Fire podcast.
What's happening, everybody? It's Nick Good in the house today. What's going on at the Good Home Team? I know y'all just selling a bunch of real estate. That's all.
It's going, man. We're rocking and rolling. So we're thankful. We're thankful to be as busy as we are now. Considering back in March, we were like, all right, what's going on?
Right. Yeah, I think everybody had that fear. So, man, this is your your 12 month. Are we coming up on 12 months? Is it this month?
No, July 17th. So I wanted to wait a little bit just to get our official numbers in. So July 17th was my official 12-month anniversary.
Okay, so 12 months at eXp. Obviously, the question is, especially with a business as big as yours, is how did things pan out? The first year you make a transition, it can always be a challenge. It could always slow things down. It could always create turmoil within the team. So what's the story? How's your business done? On that 12-month anniversary.
So that was that big myth that everyone had told us. We leave, we go to eXp, your business is going to go down. No one's going to keep talking to us, blah, blah, blah. Right. So I will say that here's the thing. I mean, our business is up. We're tracking and we're trending ahead of numbers. We're up this year. We're up 27% in new sellers, right? New listings taken. And I'm going to tell you right now in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, we're sitting on just about 2 months of inventory. So the inventory levels have fallen close to 40%, somewhere in that 35% range. So, while inventory levels were decreasing, we were taking more market share. We were taking more listings. And I will say that I was talking to an agent yesterday in another state, and he said, was this a valuable partnership for you? And I said, absolutely. I said, it was because of our people that we aligned with that we were learning, we were implementing some tips and strategies to help us take more listings. We've changed our scripting process. The National Association of Expert Advisors training, that's been huge, man.
Right. Yeah, man, that's part of it. Obviously, you've been executing, and you stay focused on the strategy. What are all the ways to grow the business? What's the what are and when you're part of a network of a lot of great agents that are doing all different things to grow their business, you're going to pick up some of those ideas along the way. And so, yeah, man, that's awesome, man. So what's been the temperament of the team? That's another question mark, or probably a myth, I think is probably how we would put it. But it is, is it your team is going to lose focus and not be making sales? What's their temperament? How have they increased in their business, and what is their experience? What would you say they would say?
So I've seen a growth in not just their business, but their mindset, right? They're now thinking, they're wanting to grow their own book of business. They're wanting to gain different streams of income, right? They are attracting team members. They're out there looking for agents to join our team. Again, when I was at Keller Williams, that never happened, right? That was myself or the team leader that we had, Elizabeth Austin. We were out having to attract agents to the Good Home Team. Now we've got an entire group that is doing that.
Right.
And their business is up. I'll give you an example. Elizabeth Austin's business in July alone, she closed 20 transactions for a little above $7 million in production.
20 deals in 1 month?
20 deals in 1 month.
That's incredible. Wow, man.
Yeah, so I can tell you right now, we've got David Bitnick. He's on the phone right now. Arthur, Nate Fisher joined us. He came from Century 21, 21-year-old. I mean, he's killing it. Has 10 deals under contract right now. Right. So we have seen just an increase in these our agents, our team members being more business minded, and just being wanting to go into that personal development stage to become better.
Yeah. I've noticed that. If there was one thing I would say that I've noticed just for their team is because I've spent a lot more time, on calls or in different things that they're doing that's around personal growth and development. Which, man, you just can't you can't ask for anything more than that, right? If they're personally growing every day, you're changing their lives, they're changing other people's lives. I mean, everybody's winning. So super cool to hear, man. I love to see that. So what do you feel like what do you feel like some of the biggest if you were to say, okay, this was the thing I didn't see coming, or this was the thing that was the most the biggest change that our team had, or that we're having, that I didn't expect? Was there anything that you didn't expect?
I mean, the biggest thing was without having that true brick and mortar. I thought we would lose a little bit of that culture feel from the brokerage side, and that's not the case at all. I will tell you that one, of course, when March hit and the pandemic started, our eXp really started thriving anyway during that time, right? Everyone started saying, hey, we don't need that brick and mortar space. But I mean, from here in Texas, our brokers, the amount of support that we get. I'm going to tell you right now, I had a question today about a deal that I'm doing, and just through Facebook Workplace had a question for our managing broker. 5 minutes response time, right?
Right.
We, if I have another question that I need to log into the eXp world, again, it's all staffed hours. So I know that somebody's there, right? They're not, if someone's out on vacation, someone else is picking it up. So what I was really, really shocked by was the availability of support here.
Right. That makes sense, man. It's one of the things that you don't really know until you're in that situation enough times to say, okay, does this process work? Is this virtual environment work? Is there someone available? Am I going to feel like I can go to somebody, or do I feel like I'm on an island? And I would agree with you. That's one of the things that I hear the most, that usually after a short period of time, you're here and you're plugged in, then you realize that, man, the support here is this is a way better way. No different than Amazon is a way better way of ordering stuff instead of driving around town and trying to pick stuff up. Going into a real estate office to get answers to questions is not near as efficient as having eXp in the world and the virtual environment and the way that we communicate. So that's cool, man. I love it. So what else would you say? I mean, obviously there's the conversation around, rev share. Is that a real opportunity or not? What's your group size looking like? Has that been something meaningful compared to what you were getting before with with KW's profit share?
100. I mean, look, from right now, just from my previous business model with us being at Keller Williams, we were expanding, right? The expansion model is not very profitable, right? There's the few exceptions out there, but I will say that we are running in a profitable expansion model now, just being able to partner with 157 plus agents across 18 states right now. And I'll say that it's beneficial for those agents, right? It's beneficial for us as the revenue share group. This revenue share check alone, let me just put it this way: it pays for a nice lake house, right? Right. Yeah. It's if you look at it, it's a salary that everyone would not turn down,
right?
So look, we're definitely ahead of schedule. It's definitely been it's cool to see our agents growing within this platform and going and utilizing the tools that eXp has. I mean, KV Core, we brought over a gentleman who partnered with us here locally. His business is already on pace to double. He's 90 days in, and he's forecasting to do double, which will be about 10 million. And a lot of it, he's raving on KV Core, right? He's like, he has clients, past people that have been ghosting him, now reaching out to him because of what KV Core is doing. It's the CRM technology system is working. We're seeing agents reaching out to people like yourself, Michael Reese, utilizing the new funnel construction, the new home funnel program that we have. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on here that it's just huge. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, we were talking before we went live. The only regret I have is I did not participate in the discounted stock option, right? I was like, all right, let me get my feet wet. We came over in July. I think that week last year in 2019, we took 10 listings that week that we made the transfer over from Keller Williams to eXp. So I was like, let me just get my feet wet. And I missed it. And what I will say, I would be sitting on several hundred thousands of dollars in stock right now.
Right.
But I do have, close to $50,000.
Right.
Right. Which, I mean, look, I didn't have that before.
Right. Exactly. That's just another notch in the belt, another revenue stream and asset for you that didn't exist before.
100%. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to turn that down. I didn't have that before. You didn't have that when you were at, Coldwell Banker.
Nope.
My other guys are sitting at $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 when they're at Century 21, the other places. And they're super happy and wanting to make sure that the company does well and our stocks, stock prices continue to increase.
Right. Yeah. So is it everything that you thought it would be? Where have you been let down, man? There's got to be something. And you're probably one of the realest people that I could ask that question. So I have to ask it. I got to be careful when I ask that question. But yeah, has there been anything that's been a letdown out of everything you've experienced?
I mean, there's not. I mean, and that sounds like it sounds too good to be true, but I have not. I was coming in with being let down on support. Like, all right, I'm gonna be out on my own and et cetera. So I was already preparing for the worst, right?
Right.
When I walk into rooms, I'm already looking for my exit strategies anyway.
Right.
So, that's what I was already looking at when we made that move over. Is like, all right, what's my exit strategy? What am I prepared? I'm preparing for the worst and hoping for the best. And I was prepared. All right, there wasn't going to be the support, and that's just not the case. So I have yet to be let down on any of it. There's not been anything that has stood out that I would sit here and be negative about. It just,
right.
I wish there was to make this sound more real.
Yeah.
But I was talking to another agent last week, and I said, I looked at going independent. I looked at staying where I was and opening a franchise with that company, and eXp model and independent just didn't make any sense. I'm pigeonholed into just being right there in that marketplace. Right. And here, this allows us to grow and allows us to make an impact all across the globe. And now we're soon to be in 8 total countries.
Right. Yep.
I mean, how cool is that going to be?
I mean, that's we're full throttle ahead in international waters. That's new for me, so I'm excited to see how that goes. And it's a realistic expectation that we could all have partners in any country too. So looking forward to the future there and how that works. What do you think? I mean, with where you're sitting now, what do you feel like your opportunity is? What do you see? How do you see your team, your business differently over the next 5 years now that you've been in it a year? Is it what is the trajectory the same or is something different? Are you thinking about things any differently?
So my agent's opportunity and growth plan has changed, right? We now have a true model to be able to have a team within the team, right? Yeah. Where before you just didn't have it. I mean, with commission splits and everything else, there wasn't room in there, right? You had to move into leadership roles, and here you don't have to do that, right? If you don't want to lead and you just want to sell, but you can still build out that team by that team concept by being able to help better impact a newer agent's career by showing them your sales ability and your sales skills and showing them how to lead generate. Even better, but now you don't have to hold them accountable, right? So what has changed has been the path for our agents to continue to grow, right? For us, the Good Home Team, it's still all about taking market share in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. It's about making sure that, we call it the path to 100 million. It's getting to that $100 million path, hitting that goal. In our network alone of agents, the goal is to get to hit that 1,000 agent barrier, and then ultimately 5,000 agents, and then grow it across international waters. Right. Absolutely, man. It definitely is. Are you having fun? A lot of fun. Yeah. I'm going to tell you, I check this app every day. You told me I would. I look at it every day. I'm masterminding with people in our group. Tim Grubbs, him and I do, twice a week calls to make sure, what can we do better? Where can we provide more value? Chauncey Pham, I get to partner and be a part of Chauncey Pham's world. And let me tell you, she is absolutely a beast when it comes to helping agents, grow their book of business here at eXp. And I get to have that impact, and that you do, you as well get to have that impact on helping her and grow her book of business. I mean, why wouldn't it be fun? Right. It's a lot more fulfilling. There's a lot more opportunity for everybody. Everybody wins together. And yeah, man, it's been the most fun I've had in 3 years, and it's just getting better. So yeah, man, what would you say, if there was someone out there that's watching this saying, man, I've been sitting on the fence, about this opportunity to partner, with the Good Home Team and join eXp, what would you tell that person to do? To do it. Don't be like me. And first of all, don't be like me and wait on the stock, right? I'm kicking myself every day. I was talking to my brother and my wife this weekend at the lake house, and I'm like, And my brother's just shaking his head, right? He's like, man, you missed it. But there's still plenty of runway left.
Oh yeah.
Right. So here's the thing. Number one is come join us. Let us show you how to sell more houses. Let's just go and build a profitable business first, and then look at how to run it like a business. Right. What do you guys teach it best. You've got a course called Agent to CEO. Right. Guys, you get to be a part of this. So if you're sitting on the sidelines, don't be like these renters right now that are missing out on these amazing low interest rates, right? Get off that fence, get out, stop renting, go buy, and stop staying at that high cost brokerage with very little value there, where you're not being able to build wealth and other income streams. Come join us, see what it's all about. And like some of my other mentors said, Brent Gove says it best. Look, if it doesn't work, guess what? You can just leave and go back to where you were.
Right.
Test this out. Let's see what happens.
Right. Absolutely. I agree with that. And what's the best way for people to reach out to you, Nick?
Go to nickgood.work. I'll leave it in the comments after this. So nickgood.work, or you can find me at thegoodhometeam.com.
You got it, man. As always, it's a pleasure. And I was looking forward to this conversation and see where things were and, year end, and looking forward to the future and continue to grow this thing together, buddy.
Yes, sir, brother. I appreciate you.
All right. Yep. Be good.
Take care.